Welcome to Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, Iowa, home of the Hawkeyes. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights, taking on the winners of 7 straight, the Iowa Hawkeyes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Scarlet Knights will kick it off to get us underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Iowa's offense takes the field to start this game off. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. They'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
They'll keep it on the ground to the right. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Hawkeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking downfield, it's Freeman. Unloads to the right. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one.
Woo. Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
And the Hawkeyes will punt it away on 4th down. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Scarlet Knights offense has its first opportunity of the day. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, Dave.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. But they've got to throw the football. But we can't turn it over. Just those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. When you're going backwards, and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
Unleashes one. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He's brought down a short return, but the defense comes out on top with the pick.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. Sends it back in motion. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Hawkeyes come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. Going for the marker on the ground. He's got it up. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa! A quick strike, just as we expected.
And quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Miami is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but those fans that were there when the U was the U, they know this game is not over. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Virginia Tech. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. So far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
The Scarlet Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on 1st down, it's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Freeman. Gets it to him on the screen. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And the Hawkeyes want to crank the tempo.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Got it in the middle, it's Coffee. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Under fire. And to get rid of it quickly. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. Wants to throw it. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Hawkeyes are moving quickly down the field. They'll try the run. Can't get him to the ground. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Gonna sling it on 2nd down. Firing to the right, complete. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. We've reached the end of one, and as is tradition here in Iowa City, we take a moment to say hi to the children of the University of Iowa Stead Family Children's Hospital. Hello, kids. Always a treat to be here at Iowa and take part in a special moment. Hope these kids enjoy the rest of the game as we play on into the 2nd quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Wants to throw. It's Freeman. Rushes on him. Had nowhere to go with that one. Had to just throw it away. A wise decision to keep the field goal in play. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Dead center perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
And the Scarlet Knights trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The give to the single back. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. Kinnick is having a connection fit to try to help the knee on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Scarlet Knights will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Back to throw, it's Freeman. Connection to the right. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. And the Hawkeyes come to the line in the hurry up. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good.
There he goes. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. On the move, it's McKenzie. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Leaves it with the back. Gets it past the marker. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Caught in the backfield, it's Coffee. And this one will be stopped for no gain. So now it's 2nd and long.
On the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Red pass, it's complete. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 and the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Fires to the end zone. Picked off. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Well, the defense does an awesome job here with their backs against the wall in their own red zone, coming away with an INT early. That could be a big game-changing type play in this game.
And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Under fire. The sure hands, it's Mitchell. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. For this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. They were trying to set up a screen. Instead, what they got was their quarterback putting paper and plastic and sacked.
And how about the speed on defense with that rush, getting to the QB so quickly? You're not expecting to get home on a screenplay like that, but, man, the old saying, speed kills, and you saw it right there.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll move the tight end. Trying play action. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And that's an interesting call, going play action on 3rd and long, because the defense is not worried about you handing the football off. That's not freezing anybody, especially these defensive ends. They're going right up the field, and you saw that time the pocket collapse as they were able to get to the quarterback.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And he's already 1 for 1, so this time he'll try to put one through from 39 yards out. Between the uprights, it's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Pocket breaking down. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it. These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now we see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And the Scarlet Knights decide to punt it away. And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The give to the lone running back. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. To throw, it's Freeman. Quick strike complete. Tackle is made at the 33. It's about a 5-yard pickup, and that'll be enough for a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Peppers. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. And the Hawkeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Back open in the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Motion from the wideout. Off play action. Pressure coming. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This field goal attempt is going to be an even 50-yarder. Nice to have the doink work in your favor every now and then, off the left upright and through. And that lead grows even bigger.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? They're going to throw it to start the drive. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week, too. So you needed some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
One snap coming before they head to the locker room. They go to the ground. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Men, if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Iowa City. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to Duke Slater Field at Kinnick Stadium.
The Hawkeyes will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Anderson. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. Breaks into the open. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Pass rush. Gets there. Gets home. Gets him down at the 23.
Well, the defense knew coming into the second half here, they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarterback drop back. How can you affect him? You've got to win up front one-on-one and get home, and they did there on third down.
The Scarlet Knights have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Oh, it's a fumble. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Scarlet Knights send out the punt unit. A high kick trying to pin them deep. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They'll run it. Still running at the 35. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
defense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
And the Hawkeyes want to move quickly. They'll ride the hot hand. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Touch pass on the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now the lead's extended a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. The give is to Williams. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on 1st down. Now back to the line. Grab behind the line. It's Williams. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. The Scarlet Knights will send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Back to the ground game on the left. Gets a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking for a man. It's Freeman. Here's a heat. Makes the grab. It's Coffee. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Power football with the run. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside, defense.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
The Hawkeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd down.
Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Coffee. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Hawkeyes look to keep this drive humming. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After a good pickup on the run, it's 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Calls his own number. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? From the gun, to give, looking for room. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Back to pass, it's Freeman. Oh, they're after him. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Hawkeye! And the stomping has commenced. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Memphis needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Bluff City behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Charlotte. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Getting behind those pads and behind a stiff arm to get it out to the 27. And the Scarlet Knights in a good spot here with second and short. From the gun, the running back has it. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Trying to pick up a first down. We've come to the break, and Iowa has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So we open the final period with a third down play. They'll try to get it through the air. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. To the air on first down. Got a man, it's Thomas. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Looking downfield on first down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
The Scarlet Knights with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Now they'll run the draw. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs. Handoff from the gun. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. A designed run for the quarterback. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. With the catch, it's Stone. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Give to the single back. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. It'll be a draw. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. And the Hawkeyes come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Caught near the sticks. It's Williams. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. They'll try to get it in with the run. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Iowa! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And the extra point was good. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. He'll do it himself. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. And the Scarlet Knights with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Finds his man. It's Williams. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Scarlet Knights come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Surging forward on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Looking to the big tight end. It's complete. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. And the Scarlet Knights getting set on 1st and 10. Snagged in the middle, it's Lewis. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
Working that left side now. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. This offense hasn't been able to find the end zone with a GPS and a slide rule. Can they finally get a touchdown on 3rd and goal? And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. He'll keep it himself. Goal line defense, and he gets nothing as he stopped right at the 2. The Hawkeyes backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. Turning it on. Past the 1st down marker and still running. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical, they were faster, and it showed today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.